I flip shit. I break shit. Like I'm making. Oh, I'm mad now. Like.
I'm not go too far. Yeah.
Like I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you know I'm classy. No, I don't let nothing pass me. Pass it and relax me. No talk, I lash and get the blasting. Got my cup, pick it up, cause I'm classy.
My name is Ricky Fontaine. How's everybody doing today?
Good. We're doing all right. How are you?
This is Side Do Services.
It's your boy King Solar DJ, the one and only from the MD to the VA. And we out here today. We in Virginia Beach at Hair All Day Beauty Boutique.
Hey.
You feel me? Got two lovely guests. One is a reoccurring guest. You might have seen her before. She wanted to say that dumbass advice about the 2K. If you don't remember, just go back. I can't remember the episode number right now, but yeah, just go back and you peep it out. But yeah, what's your names?
Shalonda, Hair All Day.
Paige.
You got like social media, Instagram, anything you want to like talk about?
No, I'm not really big on the social media aspect of it. I kind of just like to, have people experience me in person and flesh. Don't really need them to see too much of me on the back end, but
Cool. Fontaine, what we talking about today?
Oh, you ain't gonna do the whole subscribe and all that?
Actually, I will do that. I forgot. Well, if you don't know, now you know. Right now, I hope you hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the notification bell, because you want to see every episode after this. Well, shout out to everybody listening to us on Spotify. Shout out to everybody listening on Apple. If you're looking at us on YouTube, shout out to y'all. IG, keep it popping. Follow Side Do Services and all that jazz. Got the Patreon content right now. If you click the link in the bio, you'll get you get all our skits. You get all our content a week earlier than everybody else. Check out the Patreon content. It's only $2. It's mad cheap. $2 for, I think I did $2 for a lifetime. To be honest, I don't think it's $2 a month. I think it's just $2, and then you get access to all our free content. Also in the bio, you get our merch. To all the people that signed up or try to get that free merch that we sent out, all the free merch has been sent out. So if you didn't get it, that means you didn't qualify. You didn't follow all the instructions. So you just missed out on free clothes, which don't make no damn sense to me. But if you still would like some free clothes, I do have the promo code still available. So just hit us up, DM us, message us, whatever, if you want the free shit. But that's it. Like, subscribe. John Legend.
In a relationship,
You're-
which part do you focus on more? Active listening or fully verbally explaining yourself?
I would definitely say on active listening, only because you want to be able to understand what they're saying. And, when they're talking to you, a lot of times it's not necessarily the words that they're saying, but it's the tone, it's the inflection, it's how they're presenting it to you. And you want to be able to pick up on that, because if you can't, then they're just going to assume that you don't care.
It's your turn.
It's your turn. What?
I can't choose between the two, really. I don't know. I would say
That's
verbal.
not how this show works.
I know. I would say verbal. Verbal communication.
Why?
Well, yeah.
I feel like that's more important, because how is the next person gonna understand you if you don't tell them what you like, what you don't like? Set boundaries.
Active listening, because I like to talk. That's about it.
Yeah, I try to be as blunt as possible.
Yeah.
I can be very hard. I need to work on my active listening. Because sometimes bluntness doesn't sell the tickets. Can you honestly say you're an effective communicator? Why or why not?
I would say I'm an effective communicator, only because I just like to talk. Like, I think it's easier for me to get my point across when I talk more And then, I'm constantly asking, like, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, if I'm crazy, let me know, because sometimes I'll get on and I'll start to ramble, but I definitely think I can get my point across, like, pretty effective.
I think I am. I'm learning, though. I'm still learning.
Learn about your words, your emotions, your tone.
I think with my tone, I've tried to like kind of scale back a little bit because I can be a little, not mean, but just very straightforward.
You feel like you're progressing? You feel like you're progressing?
Yes. I've gotten a lot better. I don't get agitated easily.
Okay.
I can actually just, talk it out and not
fight.
get frustrated or yell or just say, you know what, forget this. I don't want to talk to you for 2 or 3 weeks.
2 or 3 weeks? Damn.
That's grudges.
Yeah, that's what
you got for me.
I think I am a great communicator. I think I express.
Not effective though.
Nah, great. I think I'm a great communicator. Yeah, I think it's effective.
I think it's effective. Okay.
Yeah, why you say it like that?
I'm not trying to. I was asking the question. I thought you was wording it different because you thought you was great. You know how people, I ask a question, people like, "I'm good. I'm not great." Like, I thought you was doing one of those numbers.
I think I'm an effective communicator. I think I get my point across. I think I listen well. I think I'm receptive and I'm understanding. Sometimes I think I'm too understanding. I think people walk over me sometimes. But yeah, I feel like in overall communication, I feel like I'm there. How you feel? You feel like you're a great communicator?
I think I'm kind of midway. I think I'm a little like a brash. That's where the bluntness comes into play. You understand?
Yeah.
I think I listen, but I don't always decipher and kick it back. Like I understand it here, but it don't come out here. But verbally, I got the words for you. I got plenty of words for you, but that's not effective communicating always. Talking in circles aren't always the best. It's not always the best method.
True.
What's the biggest barrier that stops someone from getting to know you?
Oh gosh. I don't even know. Usually just I'm more the type of person that I like people to come and talk to me versus me going and talking to them.
So you're antisocial?
No, I wouldn't say I'm antisocial.
You just said you're an effective communicator. Effective communicators cannot be antisocial.
No, I definitely am not antisocial. It's one of those things where it takes me a minute to get adjusted to the setting that I'm in. So if somebody, chooses to come over and talk to me, they can. Like, I'm never that person that sits in the corner like, oh gosh, like I don't want to be around you. Like you're just kind of bringing the mood down. But I guess me going to talk to you or you coming to talk to me, sometimes that can get a little confusing. Like not everybody knows like, oh, I should go and talk to her and see what's going on. Like I try to be a fairly open person kind of thing. So, I mean, if you're willing to come and talk to me, we're probably going to be cool.
I don't feel like that's an issue for me.
So you're just wide open. Everybody get to know you. Mm-hmm. You have no walls up at all.
Not really. They only come up after you've agitated me.
So you get agitated quickly. That's a barrier from somebody fully get. What stops somebody from getting to fully know you if they wanted to get close to you in your heart and get to know you?
BS. That's it.
You get agitated easily.
Yeah, that's it. Otherwise, I'm pretty open.
Meditation.
I try to do that.
Prayer works wonders.
Yeah, I do that. But I'm just saying, like, I don't think.
Grab the ear, breathe.
I'm pretty easygoing, is what I'm saying. I don't feel like there's any barriers until there's drama, and then that's when I'm saying, that's enough. No, thank you.
I can respect that.
Okay. I thought that's great. Honesty is great. Yeah. Biggest barrier from finding out, for getting to know the real Solo. Me. I feel like I'm the biggest barrier. I'm a DJ. I'm a social media person. I have a persona to protect. I don't really want people to know who I really am because you fuck up my whole persona. You know, I gotta play this bald headed DJ that like get money, fuck bitches type thing, and that's not me at all in reality. But sometimes I feel like I gotta, you know, keep the storefront.
Come on, like
Yeah,
I feel that, man.
yeah.
Probably my loud personality.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of people, some people take it as different ways. I have an asshole-ish nature, but that's just me. You know, I'm really a nice guy. I'm not gonna stop being me for nobody. It's kind of asshole-ish and stuff, but that's 24/7.
I feel like some of the best assholes are, you know, really nice on the inside anyway.
But some people don't like it. They shy away from it. But that's fuck you and the person that birthed you. Like, I'm gonna keep being me.
I can see the brashness. I'm starting to get it now. I
You
understand.
get it?
I'm getting it.
It's here 24/7
He said, "Fuck you," and the person that birthed you.
Yes.
That's crazy.
What's the biggest barrier that stops couples from effectively communicating?
Their past. Sorry,
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, go for it.
I knew that one. I had that one. Yeah, they passed.
You had that one in your head.
Yeah.
Okay, the
But yeah,
past.
they
Why you say the
pass
past?
the history, because that's what happens. Like, people start comparing their current relationship to like past relationships, and like they who they deal with now to their exes, and why their exes always fell out. And I feel like a lot of people, they are scared to like love again or whatever. Like, I don't want to be in this vulnerable place again, and then I lose myself like I did last time. And I feel like when people actually start to feel like, oh, I'm actually starting to love this person, like, and actually like fall for this person, stuff like that, is like in the back of their head, they're like, oh damn, I did this last time, I felt like this. Turned out there's actually a habitual liar, and how I know this person's not lying to me the same way my last relationship did. So it hinders the relationship from progressing. But that takes self healing to get through that. So
That was good. It was to the point. I'm proud of you. That was, you know, usually it's a lot more drawn
Longer,
than that.
yeah,
That was straight to the point. That's IG worthy right there. Let's see what you got for me.
I'm thinking usually when you don't really see eye to eye, like you only want things to go your way. You can only see it from your perspective.
Okay.
You don't look at, try to put yourself in the other person's shoes. I think sometimes that could be a really big one.
What you got for me?
I would say just not having realistic expectations. Like, I feel strongly about
You
going
hear that, women?
realistic.
I feel like you should always go into a relationship, telling somebody, like, if you know something is not going to work for you, don't just assume that the longer you go through it, suddenly you're going to change your mind and that's going to be different. Knowing that somebody is going to feel some type of way no matter what you're saying, like, go into it knowing that and understanding that. Because the second you try to start changing how somebody's going to approach something, you're not going to go anywhere. Like, I call them, like, having the back of your mind, like, your first date questions. Like, if you're not meeting, like, certain things that I know for me to move past, like, if you're not telling me those, then I'm not going to jump into nothing because it's not going to make any sense to me. And we're going to hit a wall.
I got you.
Like, you want to lay that out like day one.
Day one, okay.
Like, and that's just for me. Like, I don't want something to come up later on that I know I could have prevented, like, going into it.
I see. Just feeding off her. I think nobody wants to be wrong. Everybody wants to be right. Nobody wants to take the high road. And I think that's where things start going left. Cause it's my view. It's my point. Even if you got a strong point, you might be right now. I don't want to hear none of that. And then that's when, like, I'm gonna say something cause I know your buttons. I'm gonna push that button, and that's there's no effective communication happens then. What's the biggest point that people need when it comes down to listening? What should someone focus on? If you want to be an active listener, what they need to focus on?
What?
Not talking. Like, if you're gonna be an active listener and somebody's just trying to, get something across to you, don't feel the need to interject and say anything. Just let them get out everything they need to say. And then if you have questions, if you have statements, just wait till they're done. Because most people don't like getting like cut off. Like even if you're
jumping the gun,
right, even if you're cutting off to say I agree with what you're saying, like they don't need that affirmation from you. Like they can just like let them get out what they're gonna say, and then kind of go from there. Ask your questions, make your comments, what have you. But just let them say what they're gonna say.
What you got for me?
I would say the same thing. Just listen.
Just listen.
Yeah. Don't listen to have a response, but
so
listen to understand.
I'm not confused about you. I said what when he asked
the question is
to be an active listener.
What you need, what's one of the biggest components to being an active listener?
And then you said not talking.
And
you said
she's
listen.
feeding off it saying listening.
Just
and she's saying
listen.
listen
The
to
biggest
understand.
component of active listening is listening.
That's what this
Yeah,
is.
listen to understand, to comprehend, not listen to have a rebuttal or
response.
response.
Yeah, that's what I was going
Got
to say.
you,
Listen
got
to
you.
understand.
Yeah.
A lot of people listen to rebuttal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you said don't put the clothes there. Da, da, da. So, I'm gonna interrupt you and say, but listen here. Da, da, da. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Fully let them, like she said, let them talk. And because a lot of people, we listen to cut up people off.
I got you.
Yeah. You wait for that
I'm using my
trigger
active
word.
listening skills right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Got
Do you have anything to say?
No, I don't. Actually, I have. Sounds like y'all summed it up. I'm working on that. I'm a great communicator. My active listening must be poor. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think, like, don't be afraid to be like, after they're done talking, for you not to have anything to say. Like, don't have an expectation that, okay, now that I'm done, like, you need to say something back to me. Like, it's not even that. If I'm letting you talk, it's so you can get all of this off your head. It's not for me to be like, okay, here's my opinion as to what you just said. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes you don't need that, and you shouldn't expect that.
See, I like that too. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
I was even going there.
See, not everything needs a response.
No,
That's what I'm
it
saying.
doesn't.
So I can say nothing. Maybe not, but okay.
See, in a way.
Do you practice empathy?
Every day. Because it's important to make people feel like their feelings are actually being understood. Like, I don't ever want to necessarily say that I'm in somebody's position, but I can always empathize with their pain or, the emotion that you're going through, because I don't ever want you to feel like it's just you and you're alone.
I'm an empath by nature. That's just me.
That's just who you are? Mm-hmm. I like that right there.
I can be empathetic. I think sometimes I get into a situation where I don't fully realize that, hey, it's time to be empathetic until minutes in, which that always messes things up. I always try to like bring it back and be like, oh, okay, I understand where you're coming from. Like, I'm not in this position, but if I was in this position, I feel for you, type of thing. So, but usually I'm like, what? Why are you crying? Are you okay? What happened? Explain it again. What? I'm sitting there like, wait, empathize. Oh,
You gotta remind me.
yeah. I'm like,
And
oh.
that's, I feel like everybody should try to practice empathy and just try to understand, because without really being able to understand that person's shoes, you can't have like a normal conversation with somebody. You can't see that person's viewpoint. And that's where, oh, I'm right, you're wrong, really stems from.
Yeah.
Because you can't even understand them, because you're not even trying to understand them. You see that person crying and you're like, yo, shut up, stop crying. Man up.
Yeah. Fuck you crying for?
Yeah.
I feel like
shit was
that's what you
yesterday.
were saying earlier.
Yeah.
Like, why cry about that? I wouldn't cry about that.
See?
I can't stand
Right.
for people to
I don't-
project how they would
So I
feel
have
or
this
what they
issue.
would do on you.
I have this issue, right, where today's today, yesterday's yesterday, and tomorrow's tomorrow. I'm not crying over something that happened yesterday. It's tomorrow.
That's not a bad quality.
But that's the thing. If somebody I'm talking to is crying about something that happened
Oh.
yesterday, I'm like, Fuck you crying for?
Well, that's just something that somebody would just like, if they're really trying to mess with you, then they need to understand that that's how you're gonna approach a situation.
That's wrong though.
In a relationship,
But that's wrong.
That's not effectively communicating. You got to be able to play devil's advocate at the drop of a hat, empathize and understand her shoes.
Yeah.
Okay, I can.
Yeah. Let her go through the motion like she would, not how you would want her to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does your temper ever affect your communication skills? Because mine's done messed me up a lot of times.
Actually, no. Honestly, because in most situations, like I understand how to stay objective about something, so it keeps me from getting too overly like passionate about what I'm trying to do, because I still at the end of the day want you to understand like what's going on. And I know that when, you know, emotions get really, really heated, people tend to lose whatever the conversation started with to begin with. So for me, like, I try and stay as level as possible. Like, until you really start like lowballing me and and bringing up stuff that doesn't make any sense at all, I'll stick with it as long as I can. Because I know that if my emotions get in the way, like, it's not going to make sense anymore. Like, it's just going to be just like an unnecessary argument, and I'm just going to want to leave. Like,
You better than most.
Yo, we better than most.
Okay, here all day.
My thing is, I don't like to repeat myself.
Okay.
Okay, so that's when my temper flares. Or
That's
if I feel like you're trying to run
communication
game.
sometimes you got to.
Yeah, like,
We don't always listen.
well, yeah. Like, sometimes you have to show you the crazy, because sometimes that's the only way to get through. Being nice or saying it nicely 3 times. If that doesn't work, then I'm getting ready to use a lot of F-bombs and,
Wow.
you know, maybe get a click. I wish we still had the regular phone so I can just be like, bam.
Oh, I'm about to
You
say
know?
a click. You might get a squad. You about to jump me? I
Nah,
ain't know what
you know,
was
when you
talking
hang
about.
up on somebody, it's just dead air. Like, I literally
You wanna
want
be
you to
able to
hear that. I
know
was
that
like, bang. Like, I want to bang on you. Like, no.
Bright side, fellas, that pussy fire, because most crazy girls are pussy fire. But
can
back to the
attest to
regular,
that.
you know.
She said I can attest to that.
Question was tempered.
Yeah, I feel like my temper fucked up the whole conversation. I feel like once I'm mad, don't even try to talk to me. I mean, it's bad, but I haven't matured to that point yet. But to be honest, it takes a lot to get me mad though. I'm like the most nonchalant. That's one of the problems. Like, I don't get mad. So if I am mad, oh, you fucked up. Like, you really fucked up. Like, I've had like people cheat on me and shit like that, and I've been calm. Like, all right, cool. Like, I'm like the most relaxed person. Like, but until you get me to a point where I'm like flipping shit, I'm one of those type. I'm the Incredible Hulk guy.
Yeah.
okay.
I flip shit. I break shit. Like, I'm mad now. Like,
I'm not go too far. Yeah.
like I'm
Yeah.
yeah. But
When you black out.
Yeah, so that's me too.
Yeah.
I could break something in here,
Yeah.
not think about it in the moment,
Yeah.
and then come back.
I'm so
Damn, you want me to sweep this? Like,
It's too late.
oh, you tripping? I ain't
It's
sweeping
too
shit.
late by
Fuck
that
that shit. You made me break this. You sweeping
I'm
that
come
shit.
back David Banner. Like, the moment I'm the Hulk, I'm like, I won't feel none of it, no pain or nothing. Come back. I'm sorry.
You said David Banner.
Whatever his name is, I don't know the nigga name. Regard, you know, I cut
Bruce.
some grass, help pay for
Bruce
it. Like, but that moment, it's fuck you, your grandma, your grandma's grandma. Like,
Yeah.
I really matured, like, from breaking windows and shit.
Oh, wow.
You remember those?
I remember that
things.
story.
Okay.
I really matured from there.
That's
See, that
that's money
nonchalant
right there.
stuff
You
will get
needed
you.
to grow from that.
Dealt with.
When it comes to communicating, do you believe people talk more with their tongue than they do their brain or their heart? So, like I said, I used to get mad real quick. So when I talk, if I get mad, it go from, yo, I'm trying to get you to understand. All right, man, fuck that. Suck my dick. Your mom can suck my dick. That's me. Just I'm saying I'm not really thinking. Okay, calm down. You know, let's see her viewpoint. Do you?
That's kind of hard. Like, I'll say that I'll try and think things through before I say them. But that's not a every situation kind of thing, because sometimes what I'm saying might get really emotional. Like, I'll be speaking from the heart about how I feel about something, and it might not be rational. I understand that. Like, I get it. But it really depends on who I'm talking to at that point. Like, if it's somebody that I know, like, I need to be super, like, logical and, like, let you know, like, what's going on, like, then I will. But sometimes I just have to let my emotions kind of lead whatever I'm doing, because then somebody can understand, like, how I feel about it. Like, I want you to know how I legitimately feel about what's going on, whether it makes sense or not. That's just me.
Try to come from the heart. 9 times out of 10. I'm a thinker. I like to think things through. I always think about. I like to be in the moment, but I always think about, well, what could come from if your action is not good. Mm-hmm. Then, like, what's the next thing that's gonna happen? So I try to think ahead. So I try to come from the heart and think about it as well. I'm all about action too. Don't just talk. You have to follow through.
That's good. Repeat the question.
Do you think people talk more with their mouths nowadays? You know, quick to say something, not really thinking about it or feeling it, or like deciphering that person's feelings. Just like I said, I could be talking. Me and my girl could be talking, and I can hear one thing, and I'm not thinking anything. It's, all right, bitch, you got me fucked up, and I'm just quick to say something. Now I'm really just talking to talk. I ain't think about nothing. I ain't use my feelings and how much I care about her.
Yeah.
I'm just saying stuff.
You're asking me, do I think people do that?
Yes.
Yeah, you just said you do it.
I knew by the facial expression that he was about to say,
people do
what?
that more than, like, they should with, like, do people do it more, but do they talk with their brain? Should they talk with their feelings? Do you do it? What do you do in most situations? From your perspective.
I'm level-headed. It's like the last question. Okay. All right. So me personally, usually.
Last question was about anger.
Yeah, I know. But I thought in my response, I kind of answered it. Like, I'm very level-headed. So I'm very I can listen. I can sit down. I can be respectful. I can talk to you. It's when I feel like I'm being disrespected where I start popping off at the mouth. But in beginning stages, when I'm listening to someone, I'm not compulsive. I don't just jump off the roof, or, yeah, I think that makes sense. But yeah.
So you think out you think out all your things for you saying?
Yeah.
So you don't put no feelings or emotions into it. You never speak from the heart. Like she said, she speaks from the heart.
Well, I do speak from the heart. Like, I'm genuine with my words, but I'm not. Usually, if I am you're not talking about if I'm upset. You're just talking about in general.
In general.
Got you.
You're not using your active listening.
I told you.
He said he was working on it.
Yeah.
Because everybody else understood the question, and then they got, like, the right here, and then you got lost.
It's like telephone. It got lost.
Come on.
But in general, yeah, I think I do think with my heart. I mean, I do think I think with my emotions, my heart, and I think I use my brain, and I do not. I try not to be compulsive. Is that an answer?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's your best answer.
Okay.
Last question. 9 out of 10 times, who should apologize first?
The one that's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know who's really wrong?
Yeah, literally, that's the first thing that popped in my head. Like, I honestly, what do you mean by who should apologize first? Like, if y'all are in 2 different rooms or y'all in 2 different spaces, like, are you saying one should come into another?
How do you figure that out? Who should say, I'm sorry? Is there a difference between saying I'm sorry and I apologize? Like, how should that talk happen? If I'm mad at you because you ain't make me a sandwich, and then we get into an argument about it, and now I go in the room play 2K and you're in your bedroom. Now, You text me and promised you was gonna make me a sandwich, but I didn't get a sandwich when I came home. Who's wrong? How do we have that?
She's wrong. She promised you a sandwich. She didn't give you a sandwich. I'm confused. What the hell? What y'all arguing for?
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I would hope that it wouldn't be something that simple necessarily, but I guess
That was a big deal. What do you mean simple?
Is it?
Yes.
I mean,
Food. Don't play with my
Made
food.
your own sandwich at that point, like
Because you have not promised me that you're gonna make me a sandwich. You
Yeah,
could
if you're tired, you said you were gonna do it, but you got home. You were
At least could have let me know that you wasn't gonna make it. Got me
Yeah, that's
coming
what I'm
home,
saying.
my stomach grumbling. I'm looking in. I'm checking. Oh, it's not on the counter. It must be in the refrigerator. Look in the refrigerator.
Then
Must
I
be in
would
the
say it
microwave.
depends
Check
on
the
how you
microwave.
respond to it at that point. Like, are you just gonna fly off the handle like, oh, you promised me a sandwich and you made me no sandwich?
I'm ripping the covers off. The fuck you mean? The fuck? Get the fuck up. It's like,
Then
no.
right. I mean, it's kind of like equal thing. Like, if you come to me and you're like, I thought you were gonna make me something. You said you were gonna make it. I'll say, my bad. Like, I didn't mean to like do that.
you
But if
apologize.
it's something like, if you come in and you literally like you ripping the covers off and I'm comfortable, like, I'm not apologizing for shit at that point. Like,
That's what I would say.
Oh, you're not accept when you're wrong.
no.
That's the problem. People don't know how to accept when they're wrong.
I mean,
Just come to me and I'm like, if I know, I guess at the end of the day, if you feel like you were wrong in a situation, then yes, you would I would approach it and be like, I'm sorry, like I may have flown
How many
off. And I
times do
may
you
have
really
said
think
something.
women apologize?
I mean, probably not as much as they should.
Okay.
In all honesty, because we do some
honest.
messed up stuff sometimes. I can understand it, but it comes to, I mean, it's simple, but it's just being the bigger person. Like, if you feel like, for me, I overthink it. Like, I'm like, okay, maybe he thinks that I said something wrong, so I'm gonna bring it back up and be like, do you think like what I did was wrong? And if you do, like, I'm sorry that you feel that way, because that may not have been my intent to begin with. Like, was to like upset you, was to say something wrong. It might have just been what was going on. But if I know that I said something wrong, like, I'm the bigger person to say like, I'm sorry that that came across the wrong way. Like, I'm gonna be the bigger person about it. But I'm not just gonna let like something just fester like that. That bugs the mess out of me. Like, if something happened, if we had like an argument, give it an hour, give it a day, but I'm gonna come back and I'm going to address it again, because it needs to be situated. Like, whether that means you apologize or I apologize, or we say, we both were wrong, it's gonna get situated.
You have anything to say on the topic?
I would apologize if I'm wrong.
Okay, good job.
But nine times out of 10, though,
You're not wrong.
the guilty party doesn't want to apologize because they feel in their heart that they were correct. And that's why I say sometimes you have to look at it from another perspective, put yourself in the other person's shoes, because in that way you'll be able to govern yourself, accordingly.
Solo.
I'm apologizing. If I did wrong, I'm apologizing. That's who I believe. Whoever did wrong should apologize first. If I ain't do nothing wrong, I ain't apologizing for shit. If I ain't do nothing wrong, I ain't apologizing for shit. I'll go to sleep peacefully too. I'll be like, I'm perfectly fine. Like, I'm cool on it. Like, it's a problem, but yeah.
I was gonna say that was an amazing answer, but I was gonna say we're wrapping up.
Oh.
Can you give me some advice? That was an amazing answer. The advice. I'm just gonna send it back this way.
Let me try to think. What we talk about today? We talk about communication. We talk about all right. I would say my advice is, if you promise to make that man a sandwich, make sure that man's sandwich is prepared. And if you're not going to prepare that man's sandwich, please let that man know that, baby, there's not going to be a sandwich prepared for you when you get home. Please stop by Wawa before you get home. And it's my advice. You?
My advice, I think I've said it more than once, is just trying to put yourself in the next person's shoes. Don't just want everyone to operate the way that you do. Not everybody's going to have the same heart, same mind that you do. They're not going to address situations the way that you would. So sometimes you just have to take a step back and just try to get the full perspective and not, your own understanding. Don't just go off your own understanding.
Any advice?
I would say to play off that, like, just look at things objectively. Don't be afraid to just let somebody talk and let them express how they feel about something. Don't be afraid to, not have to have anything back to say, to just know that, you let them talk. And, it's better to look at something objectively and, instead of jumping right to what you think something is supposed to be. Because at the end of the day, like you said, not everybody is going to think the way you do. And you're going to anger or upset more people by thinking that than you are if you just let them, if you look at it from, a neutral perspective.
Don't be afraid to say you're sorry. Somebody, it's not necessarily saying I'm wrong, you're right. It's just saying, can we talk about this, understand each other's feelings, and move forward? We really gotta get like a signing off type of thing.
We really do. Like, side use services.
Can we get like some like sitcom type credits rolling down? Yeah, let's we gotta start something. I need more than just like when the music plays.
But the music's dope though.
The music is dope, but like before that, like, I feel like we just.
You can swag so damn.
I see what you're trying to do there. We gonna go to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Our people gonna talk to your people. We gonna figure out something. But
don't forget to subscribe. We finally broke 100. We trying to reach the top. You feel me? And make sure you get that Patreon while it's still cheap, because eventually that shit gonna be like $50 because we precious like that. You feel me? But yeah, side use services. We out.
Yeah, I'm classy. No, I don't let nothing pass me. Pass it,